You decide to retire in a cozy cottage on the serene east shoreline of Saratoga Lake in upstate New York, watching glorious sunsets, oil painting, and hiking become your new pastimes. But you decide that you also need to have a new detached garage and a retaining wall behind your home to control the water that flows down the steep hill. But out in the lake, there are unethical contractors in their six-figure bass boats trying to lure you in. Should you make a mistake and accept their lure and bite into it and get hooked, you might stand to lose tremendous sums of money and peace of mind. Take a seat so that you can hear a true story about a trusting couple that gave a contractor $70,000, hoping that work would start soon, but never did. Your next stop, the Ask the Builder True Tale Zone. Hi, I'm Tim Carter, AskTheBuilder.com, and I want to share with you a true story that just happened to me over the past 2 months. This is a new experiment. I hope you like this type of video. I probably should have done this a long time ago because after all, I'm Ask the Builder. If you like this video, make sure you do hit the like button. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do. Those things help this video rise in the rankings of YouTube and allow me to make more videos for you. Here's what happened. Back this past spring, a married couple decided that they needed a detached garage and a retaining wall at their home, and they live on Saratoga Lake in upstate New York. They had some plans drawn, they talked to the contractor, and they signed a contract, and the contractor asked for a $60,000 deposit. Now, you may think that's normal, but the truth is, there was nothing custom on this job. There were no custom materials that had to be purchased. You can believe and you can know that the contractor has got charge accounts with all of the subs, with all of the supply houses, with all the concrete companies, etc. So he doesn't need to get money up front. That's the first takeaway from this story. You should only give contractors money up front if you have something custom ordered on your job that's non-returnable. If the contractor insists on a deposit, you just tell him that you're uncomfortable and that you are willing to negotiate a very fair payment schedule, even if you have to pay him twice a week. Typically, the contractors want a deposit because they don't trust that you're going to pay them. And if you make a mistake and pay a contractor his profit before the job even begins, he loses interest in the job. Does it make sense? Here's what happened. Month after month went by and no work happened on this job. By the early fall, the homeowners became concerned and they reached out for my help. They decided to hire me on a consulting basis, and at the end of October, they actually asked me to come to their home, and I actually do that in certain cases. When I got to their house, I quickly discovered that they really didn't have a clear understanding, and they couldn't answer a lot of my questions about what they were to receive that was in the contract. I found that very disturbing. What's the lesson there? In other words, before you sign a contract, you have to have a clear understanding of exactly what's going to happen. It's that simple. If you don't have a clear understanding, do whatever it takes to get that understanding. If they need to show you photographs, if you need to go to Instagram, if you need to go to Pinterest, if you need to go to Google Images and download pictures of exactly what you want, make those part of the contract. It's very simple to do. Create a simple document, transform it into a PDF file, and make that PDF file part of the contract so that everybody knows what you're supposed to be getting. All right, simple as that. I then had a meeting that day when I was at their home with the contractor, and what we did is the biggest thing was trying to establish the correct level and height of a concrete walkway that was going to be behind their home. I got out my optical transit, which is, in my opinion, a much more accurate tool than a laser level, and I proceeded to transfer a level line onto the rear of their home. Part of the job is they were also going to get new siding, so it didn't matter that if I took a pencil and made some notes, as crazy as that sounds, on their existing painted wood siding. That would also make it very clear to the contractor what had to be done and how deep the hole had to be dug, etc., etc. So think about that. In other words, think about making a drawing while you're right there talking to the contractor, and maybe both of you sign it so that you understand what's going to happen, he understands what's going to happen. We then parted ways. I went home, the contractor went back to his office, and within a few days, the contractor dropped a $30,000 change order onto the homeowners. Do you hear that? $30,000. Because it came up in our discussions that supposedly things that I had described that should have been in the original contract that were just very basic things, the way to put washed gravel behind the retaining wall, the way to put a perforated drain pipe, the contractor was trying to charge extra for that and for extra concrete that was going to be poured and maybe a taller wall. Once again, this was not really clear in the original plans. I did not get to see them. The homeowners were able to negotiate the change order down to $20,000. But I think the whole point of this is this. There should not have been a change order. This all should have been decided. The plans should have been crystal clear and accurate from the beginning. It shouldn't have taken a visit from me to have to add clarity to this project. All right? It's really that simple. So the job is ongoing right now. It's my hope that they get the detached garage that they want. It's my hope that the retaining wall is right. The homeowners have ended their commitment with me, and I just hope the best for them. And once again, just realize that when you get ready to start a job, I don't care if it's a bathroom remodel job, a kitchen remodel, a room addition, or a whole new home, you have to know what's going on. And if you want to read a really interesting story, go back to my AskTheBuilder.com website and type this name into my search bar, Dick Bruder, B-R-U-D-E-R. Read the story about Dick Bruder and how he is the only customer in my entire life that approached a project the right way. All right, if you want me to make more videos like this, where I tell you about true stories that happen to me each day and how I solve problems for people, mention it in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm happy to help you. If you need to hire me on a one-on-one basis, I can do that. And I wish you the best luck in all your projects. I'm Tim Carter, Ask the Builder. If you want to discover more home improvement tips, go to AskTheBuilder.com.